important stuff. And now the important stuff. Hey, I'm Bob Doyle, one of the featured teachers in the film and book The Secret, and now I speak on the ability for you to change your brain. Let me give you some context for that. So I have a very strong belief. It's a knowing, really. It's beyond a belief. That you, me, all of us, we are here to create. We were born to create. We have all the mechanisms in place to create. And I feel that we, generally speaking, somewhere deep within us, if it's not right at the very surface, we have something we want to create. We've got a desire to create something. It's a business. It's a craft. It's a, it's a life. We want to create and want to express ourselves creatively so that we can create a life we love. But somewhere along the lines, we've learned to suppress that creativity or not, forgotten that we are here, in fact, to create and not just to survive and respond to the day all the time. We are here born with a desire to do something, to do some output, and when we do that, if you do have a creative thing that you do, if you know that expression and you do it, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Nothing feels as good as expressing the creativity within you, even if it has nothing to do with money, by the way. It's in the doing, or at least it should be. So if you're really tapped into that, you know what I'm talking about. And so to be able to do that every day, to be able to be that person and get the results you want in your life, the only reason you're not doing it is because you've got some weird wiring. Right? Some weird wiring telling you reasons you can't do it or why you can't create, why no one will care about your creation, why it's going to be a waste of your time, why it's not good enough. Whatever that creation is, it could be starting a business, it could be writing a book, it could be coming up with a program, it could be going into the arts or anything like that that's in you to do. If you suppress it through any sort of rationalization, you're going to feel it because we're here to express it. Not just go through every day and react and just stay here. We need to grow. We need to grow and express. And if we don't, that's when it starts showing up as anger and depression and resentment. Any of this feeling familiar? Because literally your life is stopped up in you. And it just starts to take hold. And you can feel it emotionally, you can feel it physically, and so on. So what can you do about it? Well, look, the good news is all of that's just wiring. All the stuff that makes that happen, the rationalizations that you make for not expressing yourself creatively, it's all wiring. You've been programmed to make meaning out of the experience that you've had in your life, to make it mean that you cannot express yourself creatively or it's not safe or whatever your story is. And it only feels true because it's something that you've repeated over and over and over, or has been repeated to you, or you've allowed to repeat as, quote unquote, the truth. But it's not the truth. You can express yourself. You could do it. You're just not doing it because you've got all this subconscious wiring that is giving you rational, quote unquote, reasons why you can't do it. But it's only rational based on the wiring that is your version of the truth, which was probably created with a good bit of limitation from somebody who wasn't even you. It could have been your parents or society or teachers or whatever. So what I help people do is unleash that creative nature, because that's where you're going to get the joy in life. And whether it shows up as money and abundance and all those things, which it very often does when you're really playing full out, or you're just enjoying your day, you're enjoying your life because you're being the person you were here to be. So what I do is help people identify that wiring that's all goofy and causing them to rationalize giving up on their dream or not expressing themselves creatively, identifying it and giving people a process to change it over time at a biological level, because that's the only way it's going to last. And I talk about all this in these trainings I give on a regular basis, and you can sign up for any of these. They're free. You always have a few dates to choose from. meetbobdoyle.com/rewire now. Spend an hour or so with me. And let me just talk you through this. You may on some level say, okay, well, yeah, I get it. We're wired, we're programmed. Let me seriously talk you through it so that you can experience it on another level for yourself and start to see your own wiring and how it is holding you back and what could be possible for you if you didn't let it hold you back anymore, because it is possible. All you have to do is, instead of the signals, the conversations, the information you keep sending your brain on a conscious or unconscious level about why you can't, you replace it. And we're going to help you do that consistently enough where that change can take place. So we'd love to see you on any of these trainings. There's one coming up soon, I promise you. So go and choose one, and we'll